I'm currently waiting on some parts to fix the engine, so in the meantime, I'll be working on something else.
And that thing that I'll be working on are the windows.
Now at the moment, my driver window is the only one which is working flawlessly. Meanwhile, all the other ones need some work done. So first off, let's start with the passenger window, which at the moment is not working. However, that's only because I have the fuse disconnected. Now the reason I have it disconnected is because once after a pretty bad rainstorm, every time I would press the window button, the fuse would break. Take a look. Well, I guess it's not gonna break this time. However, the fuse does still break sometimes, which is why I'll be checking the contacts. Now to remove this door, it's pretty much the same as the other ones. First step is to remove this trim over here carefully, very, very carefully, because you really don't want to break this. Just to avoid a trip to the junkyard. Oh no. Oh, okay. I got lucky that it fell in front of me, but yeah, you don't want to lose this. There you go. Unscrew this. Just by turning it counterclockwise, it should unscrew. And now using the Phillips head, you're gonna carefully unscrew this. Try not to round it. It should pull straight out though. Now you just want to undo these two Phillips. This one's broken over here. I believe all of them are pretty broken. Just disconnect these. Hello, this is future me. Do not disconnect those. They're gonna make your life miserable. I'll show you how to do them on the other door. Oh no. Oh, God damn it. And now I think you just need to lift this up. Oh, there you go. And now you should be able to just remove this. To put it back in, you just need to slip this back into this hole. So now, if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to just... There you go. Pull this right off. Just pull it straight up, just to not damage anything. But here we can just peel back the masking tape. We'll just replace it later. So I think this is what was causing my shortage initially. As you can see, there's a lot of humidity which used to get trapped in here because this used to be missing. This black plastic piece over here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna tape this up with masking tape like that, just so that I can have better vision over here of what's going on. Now, if we compare to the rear, this one is much cleaner. It could be because it hasn't been used in a while, but it's pretty slow. So first things first, I'm just gonna clean these connectors here real quick. So I'm gonna be spraying some white lithium grease on the metallic moving parts, and then I'm gonna be spraying some silicone grease on the edges of the window just so that it can move smoother. Drop it all the way and then... Okay, this should be good now. Now it's moving up and down much smoother. Now with that open, I'm just gonna be spraying some silicone. Why does it spray that much? Help! So you just wanna spray it around the edges where the window makes contact with the door. That's definitely much better. Now one more thing I'm gonna be doing is over here you have some plastic bits. So I'm gonna also spray some silicone. Oh, that's metal though. Oh, some of it is metal, some of it I actually don't know, so I'm gonna try both. Anyways, I'm basically done with everything I want to do to this door, so now I'm just gonna close it back up. Oopsie. There you go. And now we reattach everything in the opposite order. I don't remember which one's which. Okay, so unfortunately I can't get this light working, and I'm not sure why. Okay, so this over here lines up with that, and then try not to drop it challenge. Ah, nope. Come on. We want to go back in here and we want to grab this. That's not good. Why is it not locking? Okay, so it seems like while working on the car, fuse C has blown, and fuse C is in charge of the central locking, and I believe maybe the door as well. So maybe when I flipped the polarities, this broke. So let me replace this fuse, and if it breaks again, it means that I have the polarities flipped. Okay, so I've replaced the fuse. Now hopefully the doors should lock. Okay, everything is locking. Everything's unlocking. Now let's see if I open the door, whether the fuse will burst or if the light will turn on. No, the light is coming on. Perfect, okay.
Now the rear window over there works just fine when you control it from the front, as you can see. But over here in the back, you can roll the window down, but you can't roll it back up. Now I think this contact needs to be cleaned.
I believe this should be easy. All I'm gonna do is just wedge this in here. Oh, nice. Should be able to just disconnect this. Oh, there you go. Before removing this, I have a better idea. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my key to try and pull this carpet back just using a Phillips head screwdriver. I'll undo the screw. Oh, close this first. I know that this switch over here works, so let me take that. Now these two are different. I think maybe this pin might be for the child lock or something, but anyways, stick this in here. Hopefully it still works. Put on the ignition. Let's try it again with this one though. I believe this has to be connected. Now you can control it from here, and I guess I have no choice but to swap this one instead. Let's try one more time. There you go. So this needs to be cleaned. Now I can just test it real quick. Just put it back in place. There you go. Perfect. Put this inside like that, same way it came out. So now for the last connector, this one doesn't work from the front or the back. Now what we learned from the last one is that if this switch is missing, then the rear will not work as well, which means that if I just remove this, so this means that if this connector is dirty, nothing is gonna work. So let's try cleaning this first. Okay, so I've now given it enough time to dry. Let's see if this works at all. I guess that's why this doesn't work. What about, oh, this one seems to be connected, but I guess maybe he got this door from a junkyard and just never thought of connecting it back together. Ah, that is ridiculous. That is so stupid. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing. It doesn't seem like we're getting voltage to the connector itself, which leads me to believe that there's a chance that this guy cut the wire off the same way he did with this. Over here I have one probe connected, and as you can see, I'm touching this one and there's continuity. Touching this one, there's continuity. But once I move it to up one, I'm supposed to have continuity as well, but as you can see, there's no continuity. These two are supposed to be the same blue wire, but you can see that there is no continuity. I'm gonna leave this for another time. I'm just gonna accept having 3 out of 4 working windows. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna put everything back together. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Moral of the story, keep your connectors clean and your windows greased up. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash like. Let's hit 1 billion subscribers so that I can repaint my car. Bye bye.